welcome to the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament. Let's give you the starting lineups. Let's give you the starters and non-starters for the visitors on the scoreboard today. Hardee, number 20, Kristen Foreman. 00, Joshua Trevino. Number 15, Roland Rivas. Number 17, Jack Bond. Number 13, Brody Hines. Number 5, Noah Beimel. Number 9, Canton Pretty. Number 10, Samuel Lazo. Number 1, Levy Quintana. Number 2, Bentley Kraft. Number 14, Andrew Justice. And number 3, Rigdon Cornelius. The manager is Mikey Driscoll. He is assisted by coaches Robbie Vaughn, Joe Justice, and Eric Quintana. And now here's your home team from Avon Park. Number 12, McCoy Pollock. Number 4, Colton Elder. Number 1, Payson Jackson. Number 21, Jackson Hancock. Number 9, Jalen Sullivan. Number 2, Clay Germain. Number 8, Carter Knight. Number 13, Cohen McClellan. Number 3, Brock Ogburn. Number 10, Duke Galimba. Number 5, Ty Cobb. And number 6, Alex Watt. The manager is Bo Jackson. He is assisted by coaches Lee Elder, Terry Hancock, and Mike Pollock. Stand by, folks. We'll have the national anthem in just a moment.
And good morning and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament. I'm Mike Rideout. I'll handle the play-by-play of today's game. You just heard the starting lineups for both teams. It's Hardee and Avon Park. Both these teams trying to stay alive in this elimination game. Hardee opened up the tournament with a 22-20 loss to Brooksville, dropped into the losers bracket, but they bounced back with a 32-21 win against San Antonio. Avon Park Avon Park won their first game against West Seminole 29-11 and then lost to Okeechobee yesterday 32-16. So again, the loser of this game will be eliminated. The winner will actually get a bye and won't play again until Wednesday. Stand by for our national anthem. All right, we are ready for baseball. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in to our coverage here on JockJive.com. We are waiting on umpires on our field. Are they on the way? They're on the way. Okay. This tournament beginning on Saturday and running until, if necessary, Thursday morning. Folks, you can participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes via text message. The number provided on your screen there, right above the scoreboard. Area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450 is the number. If you would like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Well, the home team, Avon Park, had taken the field, but since the umpires have yet to arrive, they've asked the players to go back to the dugout. No sense in standing in the sun until you have to. It's going to be another warm day here in Sebring. And even though it's the morning, it's still 87 degrees outside. It's going to warm up into the low 90s. There is a chance of rain later this afternoon, so let's hope we get these games in before the rain comes, if it does, in fact, come here today. If you're new to the shout-outs, basically what we're looking for, who's the shout-out to, who's it from, and we always like to know where you guys are listening. All of our broadcasts are archived, so when the players hear the shout-out, they'll go back and listen to the game. They hear your shout-out. It's important that not only do you say who's it to, but who's it from, so they'll know who sent the shout-out. So, as an example, good luck, Tristan Flormon from Mom and Dad listening in Hardee. Just as an example. And you can send your shout-outs via text message. Again, the number, area code 352-258-8450. We will play 6 innings unless we get to the mercy rule. The most runs you can score in an inning is 10. You get 10 batters unless 3 outs are recorded. So with 10 batters, the most runs you could score would be 10. And if we get into the later stages of the game, and as a team is down by 15, you know that we won't play a final inning because you can only score 10 runs. Wouldn't be able to catch up mathematically. So we'll keep an eye on that as we move forward in the game. I think we've only had 1 or 2 games. I know we had one game that went 6 innings. That Hardee-Brooksville game went 6 innings. That was the first game of the tournament, 22-20 Brooksville over Hardee. A lot of the other games have been cut short either in the 4th or 5th innings. I do see one umpire, so we're getting closer to getting started here. And before we do, if you are making your way to Sebring, there are 2 hotels that we recommend that you stay at. If you're looking for class and comfort all rolled up into one luxurious but very affordable package, then you will want to stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott. Located on Tubbs Road in Sebring, they are near everything that makes a stay convenient and enjoyable. Their service is second to none, and the Residence Inn is staffed by people who genuinely care about the youth of our community and aren't afraid to show it. The Residence Inn in Sebring. Come take up residence with us. And also the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring. You will enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing, with more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated guest rooms and suites. You can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. At the Inn on the Lakes, you will be afforded all the comforts of home, in addition to stunning views that overlook the lakes and the finest hospitality around. To find out more, go to their website. That's Inn on the Lakes. That's INN on the lakes.com, or call 1-800-531-5253. That's 800-531-5253. Both hotels, in fact, 5 minutes or less from the ballpark. If you want to download any game from this week's tournament, if you want an audio copy that you can download and save for years to come, they're only $5 per game. Just email info@jockjive.com. That's INFO, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by credit or debit card. We'll send an electronic invoice to you, and you'll be on your way That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. Well, again, just waiting on our second umpire. And we'll get started here momentarily. Again, Hardee, the visiting team. Avon Park, the home team. Stay with us after the game. One of the teams will be eliminated. We'll have the announcement of the most valuable player of the game, as well as the Sportsmanship Award winner, followed by the ceremony, the elimination ceremony for one of these two teams. We'll capture that at the end of the broadcast, at the end of the game. Going to step aside for a break. Hopefully we'll be getting to baseball soon here in Sebring. Thanks for tuning in to our coverage here on jockjive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories. Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players in scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
Well, it appears we have an umpire walking up, but he's walking by and he's asking questions as to where he needs to go. And I believe he's our guy because the other games have started in the AAA and Ozone State tournaments. And he's got balls in his hands, so it looks like we're about ready to get rolling here. As he makes his way to the field. Thanks for your patience. We'll have baseball here soon. Once again, our shout-out number, 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. If you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Love to hear from you. I'm still waiting, though, as the umpire is on the field. I know we had a second umpire that was here first, and I don't see him now. And I'm not even sure if they have done a bat check yet. Yeah, it could be the other umpire could be in the dugout checking the bats. Making sure everybody has a legit bat. We'll take another break. We'll come back here to Sebring in just a moment.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction. Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did. Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone, except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Well, because the second umpire that had arrived was wearing a different colored shirt, we had to wait until he changed shirts. So both umpires now wearing the gold tops. Yellow shirts, dark pants, and a coaches meeting taking place now at home plate. So we're getting closer, folks. We do have a shout-out coming in. You can send your shout-outs via text message to area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Our first shout-out of the day is to Avon Park's McCoy Pollitt. And it's from Papa and Nanny in Avon Park. Thank you, guys. Coaches shaking hands with the umpires, and we're ready to rock and roll. Once again, the most batters that can bat in an inning is 10. Which means the most runs you can score in an inning is 10. Which I think has happened just once. It's been several 9-run innings. But keep in mind, on that 10th batter, if you don't get him out, all you have to do is get the ball to the pitcher in the circle and timeout is called. So in most cases, if you're down 10 and your last at bat, makes it very difficult to come back. Certainly possible. Tristan Flormon will lead it off. And the right-hander swings and hits the tee for strike one.
Heading up to top out to the first inning for Hardee, number 12.
And Flormont grounds this one over to the shortstop. The throw across will be in time. 6-3 put out for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, double zero.
Joshua Trevino will step in.
Joshua Trevino.
Double zero, second baseman. Right-handed hitter. Steps all the way in the back of the box. Takes a swing at it, pops it up to the third baseman coming in, and he makes a basking, diving catch. Nice play. As he tumbles over and holds on to the baseball. That is Jalen Sullivan over at third base. and quickly there are 2 outs. You know, a 1-2-3 inning has been a rare occurrence in T-ball. It's happened maybe twice. I know it happened once, but I don't remember if it happened twice. There's another pop-up. Roland Rivas pops up to the shortstop. The catch is made, and how about that? We haven't had many, but it's a 1-2-3 inning as Rivas pops up to the shortstop for the 3rd and final out, and that will do it here in the top of the 1st for Hardee. They go 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 1st. It's Hardee nothing. Avon Park coming to the plate right here on JockJive.com. We'll keep it right here and remind you about our Summer of Dixie. Still underway. Between now and mid-August, Jock Jive will be streaming all of this tournament. Of course, the AAA and Ozone State tournaments here in Sebring, plus the Dixie Baseball 15 and under and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series, the AA, AAA, Ozone, and Majors World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. Also, be sure to follow Jock Jive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we're at Jock Jive, and on Facebook, simply put Jock Jive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with Jock Jive Sports. Here in the bottom of the 1st, McCoy Pollitt will lead it off.
For Avon Park, number 12, McCoy Pollitt.
Pollitt, a right-handed hitter. Waiting on the coach to put the ball on the tee. Now he does so, and he swings and hits this one over the head of the shortstop into short left field for a base hit. Leadoff base runner for Avon Park.
Now batting, number 4, Colton Elder.
That will send up Colton Elder, the first baseman. Where's number 4? Another righty. Well, Bo Jackson, the manager for Avon Park. And I went down and talked to him, and I said, oh, so not the Bo Jackson. And he said, yes, the Bo Jackson. But obviously not the phenomenal athlete of Bo Jackson, who played at the University of Auburn and in the NFL. Line drive to the shortstop. It's caught, and no throw back to second, so Elder lines out for the first out of the inning. 1 out, 1 on for Kason Jackson, a shortstop. Where's number 1? By the way, Hardee wearing the blue tops with the orange lettering and numerals, the white pants. Avon Park wearing the red tops with the white lettering and numerals, black trim, and then the white pants. Jackson, righty, lines it into right field for a base hit. There's nobody there, so this one's going to roll for a little bit. Pollitt being waved home. He will score. Jackson on his way to third. He's rounding third as it gets away, and he's going to score. So Avon Park takes the first lead of the game, 2-0.
Now batting, number 21, Jackson Hancock.
That'll send up Jackson Hancock where the base is empty. Hancock, the pitcher. Where's number 21? Another righty, and he hits this one on the ground to second. But the second baseman there fields it cleanly, but his throw to first is dropped at first base. Well, Trevino put it where it needed to be, but the first baseman just not able to hold on to it. It's a 1-out base runner.
Now batting, number 9, Jaden.
And here's Jaden Sullivan, our first lefty. Third baseman, where's number 9? He steps up in front of the box. He angles to hit this one left side, and he does, but he lifts it just foul beyond the third base bag. So just a strike for Sullivan. He looks like a hitter. He's got his gloves on. Taking a couple practice swings. He's got that bat just cocked behind the shoulders like it should be. Takes another swing at it and grounds this one left side. Past the shortstop into short left field. That'll be a base hit. First and second with one out for Avon Park. Avon Park leads it 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. That sends up Clay Germain.
Now batting, number 2, Clay Germain.
Germain, the starting right fielder. And number 2 hits it left side right in front of home plate outside that circle. There's going to be no play. And a heads-up play by the pitcher as Lovey Quintana raced in, picked it up, and then ran back to the circle, so that timeout would be called. That will load the bases
number 8, Carter Knight.
With one out. Here's Carter Knight. Knight grounds this one past the pitcher, but to the shortstop, who's right on the bag at second. He will tag the bag. He throws to first, not in time. 1 run scores. Here comes run number 2 as Sullivan will score on the play, in addition to Hancock. Six unassisted fielder's choice for Carter Knight. And Avon Park with a 4-0 lead. And a line drive by Cohen McClellan into left field for a base hit. It's going to roll for a little bit as it splits the outfielders. And the batter coming around third, but he's going to be sent back to third because the ball was thrown to the pitcher.
That was Cohen.
Well, that'll be a triple for Cohen McClellan.
Now batting.
And Avon Park extends the lead. It's now 5-0. Brock Ogburn to the plate, the left fielder. Runner at third with one out. This is the 9th batter to come to the plate, so they'll get one more after this right-hander, who lines it off the glove with the third baseman. The throw to first won't be made. McClellan will score, and it's now 6-0.
Number 10, Duke.
So the last batter of the inning coming up, here is Duke Galimba.
Duke Galimba.
Galimba, the starting catcher. Where's number 10? And the right-hander swings and grounds it over to third. They're going to throw to second for the fourth. They got him. 5-4 fielder's choice to end the inning. But a big inning for Avon Park as they played 6 runs in the bottom of the first inning. And after one, it's Avon Park 6, Hardee 0 here on ChalkJive.com. We'll return to Sebring right after this.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working.
We move to the top of the second. Game scheduled for 6. Avon Park. Open that up. Sorry about that, folks. They're trying to communicate with the scorekeeper to give a defensive change. Someone's coming into the game now. We are not on the field. We're in the press box. as the first batter of the inning grounds it to third, and the throw to first will be in time. Jack Bond is retired on the 5-3 putout on a good throw over from third baseman Jalen Sullivan, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 13, Brody Hines.
One out for Brody Hines, number 13. There's a ground ball to Sullivan, and that ball actually pops off his glove and actually hit him in the face. And the runner heading to second. No, they're going to send him back to first. Let's hope that Sullivan is okay, as that ball popped off his glove and into the face, and his coach out there to check him out, make sure he's okay. We're in the top of the second. Runner at first with one out. And right now the concern for that third baseman, but Jalen's a tough young man. He's going to shake it off. He's okay. He's going to stay in the game. We saw a player yesterday on a throw from the pitcher to the first baseman. It hit the first baseman in his face, and he toughed it out and stayed in the game. This one hit past the glove of Sullivan by Noah Beimel. The throw will go to second. Not in time. It gets away. And that's going to allow Hines to round the bag now at third and come home. The throw will go to the pitcher. Let's see if Beimel has to go back to second. He does. And that's the first run of the game for Hardee. Quick reaction, though, by Sullivan just to get to it after it went underneath his glove. But he threw wide of the bag at second. And here is Canton Pretty, right-handed hitter. Lines it past the glove of the pitcher, and it ricochets off the second base bag. That's going to get another run home. Pretty with an RBI single, as Beimel scores to make it 6-2. One out, one on for Samuel Lazo.
Now batting, number 10, Samuel Lazo.
Actually, no, this is going to be Pretty at the plate. I lost something here.
Excuse me, number 9, Pretty.
And that one hit sharply past the first baseman into right field. Runner rounding third and coming home. But the throw goes to the pitcher. Let's see if the run will count. He's going to tag home plate. That is Beimel to score. So Hines and Beimel have both scored.
Now batting, number 10, Samuel Lazo.
And it's now 6-3. One out. And a swing and a pop-up past the glove of the second baseman. That's Lazo with a hit into center field.
Now batting, number 1, Lovey Quintano.
And a swing and a ground ball over to second, knocked down by the second baseman. The throw to first is not in time. Lovey Quintana with good speed is going to get there safely, and that's going to get another run home. Scoring on the play is Pretty. And it's now 6-4.
Number 2, Bentley Kraft.
Runners on the corners for Bentley Kraft. And he hits this one past. No, the shortstop knocked it down and gets up and goes to the bag to get the force out. Heck of a play as he takes away a hit on a diving play at shortstop by Kason Jackson. Wow. 6 unassisted, fielder's choice. That'll be the second out of the inning. It's an RBI for Kraft as Lazo scores on the play. Quintana out at second. 2 outs. And that sends up Andrew Justice. It's a 1-run game. 2 outs here in the inning. As this one's hit just outside the circle, picked up by the pitcher. The throw to first is in time. 1-3 put out. The throw gets away. Actually, I thought that was the third out of the inning. Unless, maybe Bond. I'm confused here. That will send out Rigdon Cornelius. I'll have to get a reset here. As Cornelius grounds it to third. And the throw to first is not in time. Runner's going to head over to third base.
Okay, this is the 10th batter. Number 20, Tristan Flormont.
This will be the 10th batter of the inning, Tristan Flormont. We'll have to confirm our score here as I've gotten lost in the action. Tristan Flormont grounded out to short to begin the game. And this is swung on and popped up to second. Second baseman coming in to make the catch. And I guess is the...
That's the 10th batter.
Okay, so they get it to the pitcher to end the inning, and I'll get a recount here and see where we're at score-wise as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Moving off the bottom half of the second inning for Avon Park, number 5, Kyle Cobb.
All right, folks, just got a clarification. I missed a run in the bottom of the first. Kyle Cobb just led off with a infield hit left side.
Now batting, number 6, Alex Watt.
So he is at first base. to start off the bottom of the second inning. Our score is 7-6 Avon Park. 7-6 home team. Okay, sorry about that. Just want to make sure I'm on the same page here. As Alex Watt grounds it to the third baseman, who throws to second, and they get the force out. Nice play over at third by, that's still Canton Pretty. 5-4 fielder's choice to retire Cobb. One out, one on, and we'll head to the top of the order. Here's McCoy Pollitt. Had a base hit, first time up. And he hits this one past the diving shortstop into short left field for a base hit. The throw gets away. Watt's going to go to third. They're waving him home now. And Pollock goes to second. Avon Park extends the lead. It's now 8-6.
Now batting, number 4.
T-ball so fast-paced, it doesn't take long to get off the road. It's very quick. It is. Oh, you think it's slower paced? Ground ball down the third base line, into left field, base hit. They're waving home the run as the throw actually goes to second. It's an RBI single for Colton Elder as he drives in McCoy Pollitt with the 9th run of the game for Avon Park.
Number 1, Kason Jackson.
One out, one on. 2 runs in here in the second inning for Avon Park, which now leads at 9-6. That sends up Kason Jackson. Right-handed hitter who tripled in a run first time up. Then the throw got away and he came home to score. Seven in the first inning for Avon Park. Hardee scored all 6 of its runs in the second inning. Ground ball right side. Second baseman has to go off his glove as he was ranging to his left. Both runners now going to move up a base. The throw to second, not in time. Run around in third, he'll score. So Kason Jackson with a hit. He ends up at second base. Colton Elder will score to make it 10-6.
Jackson Hancock.
There's Jackson Hancock. Pops it up to second. Now one hops into the glove of the second baseman who throws to first in time. Runner rounding third and coming home, but the throw goes to the pitcher. And Jackson will have to go back to third. That's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 9, Jalen Sullivan.
2 outs for Jalen Sullivan. Sullivan, a lefty, hits the tee with a swing for strike 1. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, number 352-258-8450. Send your shout-out in via text message. This one is grounded left side to the pitcher. Long throw over, gets away. That will send Sullivan to second. He's rounding second and heading to third. As the throw comes into the pitcher, he'll be able to take third base. Jackson scores, and it's 11-6 Avon Park. Clay Germain, the batter, he hits it to third. Knocked down, picked up, long throw over, not going to be in time. And it gets by the first baseman, so that's going to send Jermaine to second. He's rounding second, but the pitcher will get the ball. He'll have to go back to second. Sullivan will score on the play, and it's now 12-6 Avon Park.
Now batting, number 8.
We're in the bottom of the second. Avon Park 12, Hardee 6. Carter Knight, the batter. Ninth batter to come to the plate, so they get 2. Knight and McClellan will get an opportunity to bat unless another out is recorded. 2 outs in the inning. Knight lines it up and then pops it up over the head of the third baseman, picked up by the shortstop. Long throw to first over the head of the first baseman. Knight will go to second. Jermaine scores on the play. And it's now 13-6 Avon Park. This will be the 10th batter to come to the plate. Cohen McClellan.
10th batter coming up the bat.
Right-hander, the
Number
final
3,
batter of the inning with a runner at
Avon.
second. And this one hits left side. It's going to be a tough play just down in front of home plate, but beyond that circle, the pitcher will run to the circle. Timeout is called, but the run, I believe, will count. We'll confirm that the run does score. We'll keep it right here until we confirm. Still waiting. It did not. Okay. So the runner must not have been across that line, that coming down the third base line. There are lines indicated on the field that if you get beyond the line, you can take that extra base. If you don't make it to the line, you have to go back. And that helps the umpire know whether or not a runner should have to go back or whether he can advance. So I guess they determined that he was not beyond that line. So 6 runs in that inning. And as we head to the top of the third, it's now Avon Park 13, Hardee 6.
Will be 0-0. Joshua Trevino.
Joshua Trevino will lead it off. Coming this fall to JockJive.com, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, ACCC Game of the Week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports. Trevino leading it off here in the top of the third. And he swings and hits it over the head of the shortstop into left center field for a base hit. Gets past the center fielder. And Trevino is rounding the bag at second. He's heading to third. He's being chased down. And he's going to get tagged out. Heck of a run there by the position player. That was Kaysen Jackson at shortstop who ran him down. That'll be a double. And then a 6 unassisted for the first out of the inning. One out for Roland Rivas. Right-handed hitter.
Now batting, number 15. Roland
And a ball hit past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. A one-out single.
Now
Jack
batting,
Bond to the
number
plate.
17, Jack Bond.
And the right-hander hits it into right field for a base hit. Maybe. The throw goes to second, but wide of the bag. So it is a hit for Bond. That will put runners at first and second with one out.
Now batting, number 13.
Hardee batting in the top of the third. They trail by 7. Brody Hines will be the batter. Left-handed hitter. Hines swings and hits the tee for strike one. 2 on with 1 out for Hardee. This is an elimination game. The loser will be eliminated. We'll have the elimination ceremony coming up, so stay tuned after the game. Ground ball to the third baseman. It's going to be a foot race, but the runner will get there first. It was hit far enough from the bag that Sullivan wasn't able to get there in time. That's an infield hit. Even though a fielder's choice on that play. So the base is loaded for Noah Beimel.
Now batting, number 5, Noah Buhner.
Beimel hits it into right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Bond will score. Here comes run number 3 as the throw gets away now, and that's going to get the runner to third. So all 3 runs will score on the play. And Hardee right back in it. They now trail 13-9.
Now batting, number 9, Purdy.
Canton Pretty hits this one into right field for a base hit. That makes it 13-10. Three-run game here in the third. Samuel Lazo to the plate.
Now batting,
Well, Hardee was retired in order in the first inning. But since then, 6 runs in the second, 3 more so far here in the third. Or 4 runs, rather. Actually, 7 runs, excuse me, in that second inning. This one hit to the shortstop, and he's going to go to the bag for the out. The throw to first. Got him. Double play. 6 unassisted to 3. Double play. We haven't had a whole lot of those either, but a heck of a play by the shortstop, Kaysen Jackson, and that will do it for Hardee here in the third inning. However, they do play 3 more runs, and as we head to the bottom of the third, it's Avon Park 13, Hardee 10, right here on ChalkJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires. So be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
All right, just to correct myself, I did have it right the first time. There were 6 runs in the second, 4 runs in that third inning for Hardee. The score was right, 13-10, but 6 runs in the second, 4 in the third for Hardee. They're back in this thing, down by 3. We're in the bottom of the third. The game is scheduled for 6. Once again, this is an elimination game. We're down to our final 7. After today, we'll be down to the final 5. Leading off for Avon Park will be Brock Ogburn, the number 9 hitter in the order. It's good that we kind of help each other out. I'm sitting right next to the scorekeeper. That's always very helpful. Line drive off the glove of the third baseman. He'll have no throw. And it's a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the third. That sends up Duke Galimba.
Now batting, number 5. Excuse me, number 10, Duke Galimba.
Galimba, right-handed hitter. And he swings and hits the tee for strike 1. Runner at first, nobody out. Avon Park leading at 13-10. Swing and a ground ball to third. The throw will go to second, and they got him. 0-0. Joshua Trevino makes the putout. Fielder's choice. Ogburn retired at second.
Number 5, Kyle Cobb.
One out for Kai Cobb, number 5.
Kai Cobb.
Avon Park trying to extend a 3-run lead. 13-10 is our score. We're in the bottom of the third. Once again, folks, a shout-out number. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message, 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Cobb with a swing and a miss. Strike 2. He swings again and hits it over to the shortstop, down to one knee, throws to second in time. Nice play by the shortstop, Jack Bond. 6-4. Fielder's choice.
Alex Watt.
Galimba out at second, 2 gone. Cobb at first for Alex Watt, number 6, and he swings and hits it to the pitcher, who throws to first in time, and the inning is over. 1-3 put out to end the inning. So we'll move to the top of the fourth. It's Avon Park 13, Hardee 10, here on Jock Jive from the Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
All right, we head to the top of the fourth. Lovey Quintana will lead it off. Batters 9, 10, and 11. Quintana, Kraft, and Justice.
Hitting for Hardee, number 1, Lovey Quintana.
Well, Avon Park failing to score in the third. Both teams have had an inning where they didn't score. And that ball hit in the air, left side, and a diving catch made at third base. That is Clay Germain now playing third. Actually, no, that is Jalen Sullivan. My apologies. Sullivan.
Now batting, number 2, Bentley Kraft.
makes a heck of a play for the first down. 1 out. And the next batter, Bentley Kraft, grounds it to third. The throw over, though, gets away from the first baseman. And that's going to send Kraft over to second. One out, one on for Andrew Justice. They'll line him up, right side, as he's angled to hit the ball to the left side of the field. Let's see if he does so. Coach places it on the tee. And Andrew swings and hits it just in front of home plate, but not out beyond that fair circle. So it's a foul ball, strike one. 13-10, Avon Park leads it. We're in the top of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. Swung on, ground ball past the pitcher, and off the glove of the shortstop. That's going to get the run home. Kraft will score to make it 13-11. That sends up Rigdon Cornelius. Here's a okay, actually, I understand there was interference on the play. I didn't see it happen, so the run was negated. Here's a line drive to the shortstop. The throw to first will be in time. So a double play. So Kraft, again, I didn't see it, folks, so I apologize, but interference was called, so no run score in the inning in the top of the fourth. So our score is 13-10 as we head to the bottom of the fourth.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game. And all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do. And it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
All right, there was a discrepancy with the score, so the scorekeeper for Avon Park, or excuse me, for Hardee came up to question it. That's why we had a timeout, and I've been trying to listen in on the conversation as well. They had 12 runs, but the official scorekeeper has 10. And I've got 10 as well. But they can call timeout and send the coach upstairs to question the score. So we'll see if they do that. Right now we have not resumed play. Our current score that we have is 13-10 in the bottom of the fourth. 13-10, but there is a timeout, and I think the explanation will be given that if they want to
bottom half of the inning,
question,
Avon Park, number 12, Pollock.
They'll have to send a coach up to the press box. So let's see if that's what they decide to do, as we have the current score of 13-10. And I think the coaches are going to actually come up to the press box. So we might be delayed here. Well, no, they're going to place it on the tee. Ground ball left side by McCoy Pollock to the shortstop. The throw to first is dropped. And then the throw to second also dropped. The runner's still on the move. They're waving him home, but he'll have to go back to third as the throw goes in to the pitcher. Colton Elder will bat. With a runner at third and nobody out. 13-10, Avon Park leads it in the bottom of the fourth. Elder singled in a run last time up. And he grounds this one past the third baseman down that left field line. Base hit. RBI as Pollitt will score. They hold Elder to a single. And it's now 14-10. There's Kason Jackson. Jackson has driven in a couple of runs. Right-hander swings and lifts this one into right field over the glove of the right fielder. Elder on his way to third. He's now being waved home. Jackson goes to second. He's rounding second, heading to third, and he'll get there standing up with a triple. RBI triple.
Now batting, number 21.
And that makes it 15-10. Jackson Hancock, the batter. You go from Kason Jackson to Jackson Hancock. And this one lined to the shortstop and caught. Throw goes to the pitcher, and they'll have to send that runner back to third. Jackson tried to tag up, but he'll have to go back to the bag, and there's one out.
Now batting, number 9, Jalen Sullivan.
One out for Jalen Sullivan. Runner at third base. 15-10, Avon Park leads it. We're in the bottom of the fourth. And that one lifted over the head of the third baseman, and it just stays fair down that left field line. Runner going to second. The throw gets away. And Sullivan ends up at third base. Another run to make it 16-10, Avon Park. Clay Germain, the batter.
Now batting, number 10, Clay Germain.
Germain hits this one over to third. Pitcher picks it up, though. No play. That's going to be an infield hit. It was hit between the pitcher and the third baseman. Really not much you could do with that one. It kind of died once it hit the grass. RBI single for Germain. And it's now 17-10.
Now batting, number 10.
Four-run fourth for Avon Park. Here's Carter Knight. Knight pops it up to third. Third baseman coming in, makes a diving attempt, but he can't come up with it, and everybody's safe. That will put runners at first and second for Cohen McClellan. He's the 8th batter to come to the plate. Again, you can bat as many as 10 in an inning as long as 3 outs aren't recorded. Jermaine at second, Knight at first for McClellan, who tripled in a run back in the first. The right-hander grounds it sharply to third, but it will be a force out as the third baseman fields it and goes to the bag to record the out. 5 unassisted, fielder's choice. So Jermaine out at third base. Knight moves to second, and that's the second out of the inning for Brock Ogburn. Two outs, 2 on. 4 runs in here in the fourth. Avon Park up 7. And a ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. Well, the runner went back to second, and he gets tagged out. That was a forced play. That's a 6 unassisted fielder's choice to end the inning. Avon Park scores 4. And as we head to the 5th, it's now Avon Park 17, Hardee 10 here on JockJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires. So be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
We head to the top of the order for Hardee. Top of the 5th. Hardee down 7. Well, twice they have failed to score. Thought we had a run for them in the 4th inning, but interference or obstruction was called. Again, I didn't see the play happen, but the run was waved off. And keep in mind that the most runs you can score in an inning is 10. So you want to try to get some runs here in case Avon Park scores in the bottom of the inning. Avon Park could win it ultimately in the bottom of the inning if they get it above double digits. Tristan Flormon will lead it off, right-handed hitter. And he swings and hits one over to third, bobbled, and then no throw. The throw comes late, not in time. Leadoff base runner, that will send up Joshua Trevino. Trevino doubled last time up, but then he was ran down by the shortstop on his way to third. Run down. Did I say ran down? It was run down. To make sure I get it correct here. This one's popped up to first and caught. That's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 15.
Well, my apologies, Miss Bierman. I had missed your text when we were having some questions up here in the booth, but I did get a shout out that says, "Good luck, boys," from Miss Bierman. Thank you for that. Roland Rivas, the batter. And this one's popped up. Now he hits the ground over to third. The throw to second is going to get by the second baseman. Foreman on his way to third. Now he's rounding the back. He's going to come home and score. The throw to second is not in time. Rivas safe at second. A run will score for Hardee, and it's now 17-11.
Now batting, number 17, Jack Bond.
Sends up Jack Bond, the shortstop. Right-hander grounds it off the glove of the third baseman. He picks it up, throws it across the diamond, dropped it first. They had him out, but it was dropped. The runner's coming home, but they're going to send him back to third as the pitcher caught the ball in the circle. So that will put runners on the corners with one out for Brody Hines.
Now batting, number 13, Brody Hines.
Hines hits this one on the ground to third. The throw will go to second, but he gets by the second baseman into right field. Rivas scores. Bond is coming home. He's going to score. And it's 17-13. That sends up Noah Beimel. Runner at first with one out. Well, these are big runs for Hardee as they stay alive. And this one hit into left center for a base hit. Now we'll put runners at first and second. So we'll send up the seventh batter of the inning, Canton Pretty. He has singled in a run twice today. And Pretty hits that one down the right field line. That's a base hit in the air. Hines will score. Beimel rounding third. He's going to score. A two-run single for Canton Pretty. And it's 17-15.
Now batting, number 9, Pretty.
Two-run game here at the top of the fifth. Ground ball hit by Samuel Lazo to the shortstop, and he will go to the bag for the out. 6 unassisted fielder's choice for the second out of the inning.
Samuel Lazo.
This will be the 9th batter of the inning. So they can bat twice unless another out is recorded. Lovey Quintana will bat. And this one hit to the pitcher who picks it up, throws to first, and wide of the bag. That's going to send Lazo around the bag at third. He is coming home. He will score. Quintana gets to third base safely, and it's a one-run ball game. 17-16. So they've got a chance to tie it up now with the 10th batter coming to the plate.
This is the 10th batter. 10th batter. Now batting number 2.
Bentley Kraft will bat. Kraft, a right-hander, with at least a chance to tie the game with a runner at third and two outs. And he swings and pops it up to the pitcher. It hits the ground, picked up by the pitcher, who's going to go to the circle and call timeout, but the run will score as Quintana will score the tying run on the infield hit. It's a brand new ball game as we head to the bottom of the fifth. We're all tied at 17 here in the Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament from Sebring, Florida.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game. And all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do. And it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
All right, we head to the bottom of the fifth, all tied at 17 apiece. This T-Ball State Tournament. Game scheduled for 6. Just a reminder, this is an elimination game. The loser will be eliminated. The winner will get a bye and not play again until Wednesday morning at 11:30. Still to come, West Volusia and Sebring in our next elimination game, followed by Brooksville and DeSoto this afternoon at 2 in the winner's bracket. Well, now a discussion about the score comes up yet again. So we've got a timeout as the Hardee coach is questioning the score. Seven runs scored in that last inning. Bottom of the fifth. Game tied at 17. 10, 11, and 12 due up for Avon Park. Well, again, the scorekeeper for Hardee has emerged behind the plate anyway, walking in that direction. So I'm not sure yet when we will resume play. And we'll see if we have a delay to discuss the score again. Once again, folks, our number 352-258-8450 if you want to send a shout-out. Also, if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the tournament, they're only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info, I-N-F-O, info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you want to have for a lifetime. Well, now the players are leaving the field. So we'll have to see what happens. Maybe they have just let the players go to the dugout as they try to work through whatever issues they're having out on the field. No one's come up to the press box as of yet, other than the a couple of innings ago when we had the scorekeeper come up. So we're in a delay right now here in Sebring. If you're making your way to Sebring, still got some time to come watch some good baseball. And if you're looking for class and comfort all rolled up into one luxurious but very affordable package, then you'll want to stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott. Located on Tubbs Road in Sebring, they are near everything that makes a stay convenient and enjoyable. Their service is second to none, and the Residence Inn is staffed by people who genuinely care about the youth of our community and aren't afraid to show it. The Residence Inn in Sebring, come take up residence with us. We also recommend the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring. You will enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing. With more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated guest rooms and suites, you can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. At Inn on the Lakes, you'll be afforded all the comforts of home, in addition to stunning views that overlook the lakes and the finest hospitality around. To find out more information about the hotel, go to innonthelakes.com. That's INN, innonthelakes.com, or call 1-800-531-5253. That's 800-531-5253. Well, they've asked for the official scorekeeper, so it appears that is the delay. They're trying to confirm the score. We have it as 17 all, but we'll see. We'll take a break and come back. Hopefully have a resolution here in just a moment.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other. Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
All right, thanks for your patience, folks. They actually called me in on the conversation to confirm the scoring, and we've got it updated now. 17-16 is the score. Not for those of you that are looking at my scoreboard. I'm going to get that corrected. Avon Park actually trails 17-16 as we went back and looked throughout the game, and there was a discrepancy, I think, on one of the batters in the I think actually in the second inning. Yeah, because Hardee actually was retired in order in the first inning. Oh, yes. You mean for the Avon Park. Yes. Yes. The discrepancy was in the first inning. So we're on the same page now. It's 17-16. We want to definitely make sure we get it right. Thanks for your patience, folks, as we are in the bottom of the fifth. And Avon Park will be batting with the bottom of the lineup coming up. Duke Galimba will be the batter when the teams return to action. So 17-16, Hardee leads Avon Park by 1. Duke Galimba, Kai Cobb, and Alex Watt will be the scheduled hitters. So we were only one run off. We had, 17-17, but it's actually 17-16. So all that for a one-run discrepancy. But at least everybody's happy now, right? We're all on the same page. And watch it be a 10-run game now. The one run may not even make a difference. But that's okay. At least we got it corrected to this point. And that's the most important thing. So everybody knows where we're at. 17-16. Hardee leads it by 1, heading to the bottom of the fifth. You know, that's the thing. That was my point in the fact that I said that T-ball moves so fast. As this one's grounded to third. As we're back to action, the throw to first is not in time. The first baseman came off the bag. He caught it, but he was off the bag. So Galimba aboard safely. So my point about T-ball, it's so fast-paced that if you have a discrepancy or if you have a question, you can't really think about it for a moment because the next batter's hitting the ball. At least when they're pitching, you can think about it during a couple of pitches. As this one's hit over to first by Cobb, the first baseman will go to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first down of the inning. Yes, they do move around the bases quicker. 1 out with a runner at second for Alex Watt. Right-handed hitter. So it was 6 runs in the first, 6 in the second, 4 in the fourth for Avon Park. Ground ball past the third baseman down the left field line. They're going to wave home the runner. The throw to the pitcher gets away. And that will send Watt all the way over to third base. Galimba will score, and we're all tied at 17. This is right where we started. 17 all. But now it's correct. And Avon Park can officially take the lead with a hit here. We head to the top of the order. McCoy Pollitt at the plate, and he hits one past, a scoop on the bounce by the shortstop to keep it in the infield. His throw to first a little bit late. That'll be an infield hit. It's a tough hop to field, but he did a heck of a job getting it. And Pollitt drives in the go-ahead run. 18-17, Avon Park. That will send up Colton Elder. Runner at first with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Game scheduled for 6. Ground ball again past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. That will put 2 on as the throw goes to the pitcher. The runner was heading to third. He'll have to go back to second. So Pollitt at second, Elder at first for Kaysen Jackson, who has a couple of triples in the game. Don't forget, another elimination coming up between West Volusia and Sebring. Jackson hits this one past the diving first baseman, now past the right fielder. That's going to get at least 2 home. Jackson rounding third. He's being waved home. The throw will go to the pitcher, so he'll have to go back to third base. But 2 runs will score on the play to make it 20-17, Avon Park.
Now batting number 21, Jackson Hancock.
A 3-run lead as this one hit by Hancock to the shortstop. The throw to first, dropped at first. They had him, but first baseman dropped the ball. Another run will score to make it 21-17. The ball gets away, and the runner's going to go to second. Runner at second. 21-17 the score. As Jalen Sullivan will bat with 1 out. Left-handed hitter. Sullivan takes a half swing as he eyes it, but hits the tee for strike 1. So Avon Park has reclaimed the lead with a 5-run fifth. 21-17. This one's popped up. A little soft line drive to the shortstop. The catch will be made. Runner tags as the throw gets away. And another throwaway. Actually, the position, I think that's a shortstop. Yeah, 0-0 coming in, but Trevino won't beat the runner to the plate. And Hancock will score. That's the second out of the inning, and it's now 22-17. 5-run lead for Avon Park. Clay Germain will bat with the bases empty.
Now batting number 2, Clay Germain.
And he hits this one past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. So the 10th batter of the inning coming up.
Okay, this is the 10th batter, number 8, Carter Knight.
Carter Knight. 10th batter of the inning. Runner at first with 2 outs. All you have to do is get the ball to the pitcher to end the inning. You don't have to record the out. And Knight hits it over to the shortstop. They've got a force at second. The throw will go to second. Not in time. The runner is going to try to run away from the second baseman, but he's tagged out. And that will do it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Avon Park will carry a 5-run lead into the final inning. We head to the top of the 6th, 22-17 Avon Park.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Right here in the top of the 6th inning, Andrew Justice, Rigdon Cornelius, and Tristan Flormont. Batters 11, 12, and 1. Hardee needs 5 to tie.
Number 14, Andrew Justice.
If you want to score as many as you can, because Avon Park is the home team, they will get their final at bat. And the first batter, Justice, grounds it to the third baseman. He knocks it down, picks it up, and throws to first in time. 5-3 put out for the first out of the inning. One out for Rigdon Cornelius.
Rigdon Cornelius.
22-17 here in the top of the 6th. Swung on and popped up over the head of the shortstop, but a great effort, a diving attempt. Boy, he almost made a spectacular play. That's a heck of an attempt out there at shortstop. Jason Jackson nearly made a Sports Center type play.
Now batting,
one out,
20,
one on.
Flormont.
We'll head to the top of the order. Here's Tristan Flormont. Right-hander awaits. And he hits this one to the pitcher, who knocks it down, picks it up, but his throw to first is late and it gets away. Cornelius being waved home. Florman, he's coming home, but he's going to have to go back to third as they get it to the pitcher. So a run will score to make it 22-18.
Now batting, 0-0, Joshua Trevino.
It's a 4-run game. Joshua Trevino comes up. Trevino grounds it to third. The runner from third is coming home, and the third baseman bobbles it. He'll have no throw. That will make it a 3-run game.
Number 15, Roland Rivas.
22-19. Roland Rivas will step in. One out, one on. Rivas hits it into right field. Base hit. Trevino rounding second now, heading to third. He's being waved home. And it's going to be a foot race as the position player has it, chasing after him. That's Pollard. He won't get there. The throw will go to the pitcher. to send Rivas back to second. So another run will score, and it's a 2-run game. 22-20 with Jack Bond coming to the plate.
Now batting, number 17, Jack Bond.
Bond, a right-handed hitter, angles to hit this one to the right side of the field. And he swings and grounds it to the first baseman who scoops it up. It's going to be a foot race. And safe is the call as Bond beats it out for an infield hit. Boy, it was close. I mentioned the word tie because it was that close. 22-21. Tying run aboard. Go ahead run at the plate. Here's Brody Hines. Left-handed hitter. 22-21, Avon Park holding on here in the top of the 6th. And a ground ball to the pitcher, who will throw to first. Dropped at first base. They had him out, but it was dropped. The throw was on target. Bond is coming home. And let's see if they count the run or send him back to third. I think he's going to go back to third. All right, so Bond will be at third. Hines is at first. Runners on the corners. Instead of 2 outs, there's 2 on with 1 out. And Noah Beimel will bat.
Now batting, number 5, Noah Beimel.
Beimel, a right-handed hitter, swings and pops it up to first. And it's over the head of the first baseman. He will throw. Well, now they got the runner caught off the first base, but they'll call timeout, and the runner will go back to first as they keep the other runner at second. But the tying run comes home. We're all tied at 22.
Now batting, number 9, Pretty.
Canton Pretty to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. Right-handed hitter grounds it to first, but beyond the glove of the first baseman, and that will be an infield hit. Here comes a run home. And that's the go-ahead run as Hines will score. Beimel moves to third. Runners on the corners. And they take a 23-22 lead, does Hardee. This will be the 10th batter of the inning. Samuel Lazo to bat.
This is the 10th batter.
Samuel Lazo, the 10th batter of the inning with runners on the corners. 23-22, Hardee. Lazo swings and hits the tee. Foul ball, strike 1. And he swings and hits the tee for strike 2. Lazo hits this one right side of the infield, picked up by the pitcher. A run will score, but the pitcher's going to go to the circle for the timeout. And that will do it here in the 6th inning as Hardee scores another run, and they take a 24-22 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll keep it right here. This is an elimination game. Avon Park needs 2 to tie, 3 to win it in the bottom of the 6th inning. Loser will be eliminated. And here in the bottom of the 6th, 8, 9, and 10 due up. Cohen McClellan will be leading it off. Final score in the Ozone State Tournament. Okeechobee has eliminated East Lakeland by the final score of 8-5. So Okeechobee will stay alive, finding their way through the losers bracket. They will play either Sebring or Spring Hill National tomorrow at 1 p.m. Cohen McClellan just waiting. So we had a brief stoppage. (24-22). Avon Park trails by 2. They're in their final at bat.
Now batting for Avon Park, McCollum.
Cohen McClellan, right-handed hitter. Takes a half swing and now grounds it foul down the third base line for strike 1. Both these teams have won one game here in this tournament. This is popped up left side. The shortstop's chasing after it. He's not going to get it. It's going to drop for a base hit. And one hops into his glove. It was over the head of the third baseman. So hitting a perfect spot for an infield hit. Avon Park losing yesterday to Okeechobee, but they beat West Seminole on Saturday, 29-11. Hardee bounced back after the loss on Saturday to beat San Antonio yesterday, 32-21. Hardee lost by only 2 to Brooksville, 22-20. So another close one here today. The batter, Brock Ogburn, hits it to third. The third baseman picks it up, throws to second, not in time. First and second with nobody out. So the tying run aboard, the winning run at the plate. Here is Duke Galimba. Avon Park trails 24-22. And the bottom of the 6th. And this one grounded to the pitcher. He'll throw to first, and the out is recorded. Runner rounding third and coming home. The throw to the plate over the head of the catcher, and they're going to send home the tying run. Sliding in safely is Brock Ogburn. And we're all tied at 24. So the base is empty with one out. And Avon Park is one run away from victory.
Now batting, number 5, Ty Cobb.
Coach having a word with his first baseman, letting him know, hey, just throw the ball to the pitcher. No sense in taking a chance and throwing it home. Just get the ball in the hands of the pitcher, and timeout will be called. You know, it's tough. They're learning at this age. It's important to try and get the fundamentals as you play at this age. You know, base is empty. Shake it off. Play the next play. Get 2 more outs. We go extra innings. Swing and a miss by Kai Cobb. And he swings and grounds the next one to the third baseman. Off the glove at third. And Cobb is at first base representing the winning run. That sends up Alex Watt.
Now batting, number 6, Alex Watt.
Runner at first with one out. Bottom of the 6th in a tie game in this elimination game of the Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament from Sebring, Florida. It's been a good one. Both teams have battled toe-to-toe. Unfortunately, one will have to lose today. Ground ball past the pitcher. Actually knocked down by the pitcher. He picks it up, throws to first, close, and they got him. He's called out. Runner's going to third, and the throw will go to the pitcher to keep him at third base. But boy, that was a good play. I thought it was going to get past the pitcher, but instead, Lovey Quintana knocked it down, picked it up, and on a close play, got the runner at first. 1-3 put out for the second out of the inning. A base hit wins it for Avon Park, and timeout is called by Hardee as the entire team will gather in on this conversation. And, you know, if I'm the coach, you bring everybody in. If they hit it over you, let them hit it over you and win it. But everybody needs to understand they've got to get that third out. You don't have to throw it home, but you definitely have to get the runner out at first. 24 all here in the bottom of the sixth inning. There's 2 outs in the inning, so all they need to do is get the force out at first. We will play extra innings if Avon Park fails to score. The winning run at third base. We're tied at 24 here in the bottom of the sixth inning with 2 outs. And we've got the top of the order coming up. McCoy Pollitt will bat with a chance to win it. Right-handed hitter, swings, grounds it left side to the shortstop, who bobbles it, picks it up, throws it to first, not in time, and Avon Park is going to win it by the final score of 25-24. What a game. That's just how close it was here in this one. But this one final, Avon Park stays alive with a 25-24 win. Stay tuned. We'll have the announcement of our most valuable player and the sportsmanship award, plus the elimination ceremony, all coming up here in just a moment. Want to remind you folks that if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game in the state tournament, email info@jockjive.com. That's INFO, info@jockjive.com. I'm Mike Rideout. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Stand by, folks. We'll have our public address announcer, Rob Asbury, talk about our winners and plus the elimination ceremony. And also, I will give you a recap on what's next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the teams in the state tournament are winners. Number 17 gets the Sportsmanship Award. That's Jack Bond.
All right, Jack Bond wins the Sportsmanship Medallion.
And number 12, McCoy Pollitt.
And McCoy Pollitt.
Most Valuable Player Award.
Most Valuable Player. And now stand by for the elimination ceremony.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for Hardee County, number 20, Kristen Flemine. Double zero, Joshua Trevino. Number 15, Roland Riva. Number 17, Jack Bond. Number 13, Brady Hines. Number 5, Noah Brimel. Number 9, King Pretty. Number 10, Samuel Lazo. Number 1, Lovey Centano. Number 2, Brentley Kraft. Number 14, Andrew Justice. And number 3, Rickton Cornelius. Coaches, Robbie Bond, Joe Justice, Eric Fontano, and manager Mikey Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, the teams in the state tournament are all winners already, and as they represent the best from their district. However, with this loss, we will have to say goodbye to Hardee. We have enjoyed having them in this tournament and celebrate their commendable baseball season. Let's all give Hardee a round of applause and wish them a safe trip home and great successes in their future play in baseball.
All right, that'll do it. Final score, once again, Avon Park 25, Hardee 24. Congratulations. Both teams played well today, and, well, one run was enough to win it. But just indicative of the type of game that it was. Congratulations to Hardee on their tournament. But comes to an end. We wish them safe travels home. Avon Park will advance and play on Wednesday. They'll get a bye tomorrow. They'll play on Wednesday at 11:30 in the morning. against either Brooksville, DeSoto, or Okeechobee. That's going to do it for our coverage in this one. Coming up next, another elimination game between West Volusia and Sebring, scheduled for a noon start, but we'll start a little bit late. Until then, for all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout. Oh, I did get one shout-out. Congratulations, Avon Park from Miss Bierman. Thank you for that. Once again, the final score. Avon Park 25, Hardee 24. For all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless. Actually, we got one more here. Nice game, Hardee. Safe travels back home, Miss Bierman. Thank you. 25-24 the final. So long, good afternoon, and God bless.